Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. There are a few cryptocurrencies that you've probably heard me refer to before as banker coins, and that is because the existing financial system is using these cryptocurrencies to build the next version of their fiat system. This is called the ISO20022 standard, and there are already compliant cryptocurrencies on their list. So in this video, I'll be going over my top 3 compliant ISO20022 cryptocurrencies that I think have a lot of potential here over the long term as the bankers try to build out their next fiat slave system. So if that does interest you, finding out my top 3 coins, then this is the video for you. So be sure to stick with me until the very end. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let the gains be with you. So if you've never heard of the ISO 20022 standard, you're probably asking yourself right now, what the heck is that? So before I get into my 3 coins, I will briefly touch up on exactly what this is. So the ISO 20022 crypto list is a collection of compliant digital coins and tokens that satisfy the standards of the International Organization for Standardization, Standards 20022. Basically the banking system. There are many cryptocurrencies that will be integrated into this new financial system referred to as ISO 20022 compliant cryptocurrencies, and there is much speculation these cryptocurrencies will soar in price. This is their words from this article here. We'll talk about the price predictions and the coins in just one moment, but first let's talk about this big implementation. So how is the ISO 20022 changing this year? So this is going to undergo several changes in 2023. They will be expanding the list of compliant coins and tokens and revise the criteria for inclusion on the list. In addition, the organization will make changes to improve security measures and reduce fraudulent activities. New features such as cross-chain interoperability and atomic swaps will likely feature in the new editions, allowing users to effortlessly convert one cryptocurrency into another. And SWIFT, which is the world's leading payment system, announced its decision to delay the implementation of the ISO 20022 standard until March of 2023. And here we are right now in March of 2023, so it is time to actually pay attention. Now, as of right now, there are 8 compliant cryptocurrencies. They are Quant, Ripple, Stellar, Hedera, IOTA, XDC, Algorand, and Cardano ADA. Let's get into my top 3. My favorite one out of this list here is going to have to be Hedera Hashgraph HBAR. And right now, HBAR is trading for 6.5 cents basically, with a market cap of $1.8 billion. Now, the all-time high of HBAR is 56 cents. Right now, it's below 7 cents. So over an 8x back to that all-time high price. But if you want to know my prediction on how high this thing can go potentially, I'll tell you it's multiple dollars. To me, HBAR at 6.4 cents can be somewhat compared to Cardano when it was under 10 cents. And we know what happened with Cardano. Even though it is pretty much vaporware, nobody really uses it. It's another smart contract blockchain platform. Those are a dime a dozen nowadays. Cardano still went to $3 during the last bull market. So just for comparison's sake and my own speculation, I'm saying that HBAR right now is before Cardano took off when it was still underneath 10 cents. Now, what is HBAR? I've made full videos about it here on the channel. I'll leave my most recent one right here for you to click on the top right of the screen. It will take you to my full HBAR video telling you exactly what it is. But long story short, this is a distributed ledger technology, basically a layer 1 smart contract network. And they have a governing council made up of some of the largest corporations in the world, from Google, IBM, Avery Dennison, Deutsche Telekom, LG, Standard Bank, so many banks on here, Swirls, the list goes on and on and on. So HBAR, not one to play around with, and this is essentially, like I said, a distributed ledger technology. So it is faster than most blockchains out there in terms of transactions per second. And something to note is that HBAR did actually have a big unlock of coins. They actually released $227 million of HBAR into circulation. That wasn't before on March 1st. All right, so looking at these unlock dates, usually people think that this is for March, by the way. These are all the cryptos having big unlocks in March. And usually these big unlocks are a bearish event. And right now the market has pulled back significantly, so it could potentially be a good time to invest in HBAR. Over the course of the long term, I think 6.4 cents is an excellent price for HBAR. But let's just look at the price chart here. And I want to share with you my key levels that I have to look out for if we do actually get there. Now on HBAR, you can see we are at this main support level at 6.2 cents on our run up over here in January. This was our support on the way up, and we're currently holding it right now. If we do end up breaking through this support level, we do have a demand zone down here just above 5 cents. So whether you're buying below 7 cents, below 5 cents, like I said, I think that HBAR could go to multiple dollars. So I like HBAR as my number one pick for the ISO20022 compliant cryptocurrencies. I do hold HBAR, I stake HBAR. So this is my number one. Let's go ahead now and move on to coin number two, which is going to be Quant QNT. Right now, Quant is trading for $126.25 with a market cap again of $1.8 billion. Now, the all-time high Quant is $427. But here's the thing with Quant. When it comes to tokenomics, it has the best tokenomics out of any of the ISO coins and really out of most cryptocurrencies because it has such limited supply. As you can see here, the circulating supply of Quant is 14.5 million coins. The total supply is 14.6 million. So basically all of the coins are in circulation and there's only 14.6 million total. So you can definitely consider this one a scarce asset. Now, what is Quant? Quant is basically building the operating system of Web3, you can call it, of crypto, of blockchain, where they're going to be integrating Web 2 technologies, basically the current version of the internet, together with the new Web 3 blockchain internet. So Quant is not necessarily its own smart contract layer 1 blockchain like a lot of the other ones, or a payment. It is a payment network. It can be used for basically everything. It is essentially an operating system for the blockchain. We can see here an empowered, interconnected world. They serve banks, asset managers, and other financial institutions, enterprises, and the technology partners and fintech developers who support them. So it is well known that very large banking institutions of the world are behind Quant, central banks all behind Quant. We can see right here on their website when it comes to digital currencies, central banks across the world are investigating the adoption of CBDCs while commercial entities are issuing their own stablecoins, often to great acclaim. And for payments here with Quant, cross-border payments, whether in digital currencies or fiat currency, are more flexible and secure when handled over the blockchain. So essentially, Quant has a ton of use cases when it comes to the ISO20022 coins. It's going to be used a lot. So Quant, definitely a worthy coin to make the list. Some are going to debate that it should be number one on this list, but I'm keeping HBAR as number one. But regardless, Quant, my number two ISO coin. Let's go ahead and take a look at the price chart and see if we can find some possible good entry zones. So you can see here, I've already kind of labeled my chart. We have dropped into this lower demand zone at $120, $119. We did wick into it last Thursday, really. My chart says Friday, but that's because we use UTC time here in the crypto market for our time zone. But regardless, this happened on Thursday evening if you're in Eastern Standard Time. And it dropped right to the level at 119. Now below this we have 110, and then the yearly open is down here around $100. If Quant drops below 100, that will surprise me, but crazier things have happened in the cryptocurrency market. But really your main levels here are 119, 120, and then below you have 110 to 100 as your key levels on the chart. Now the low from the bear market is actually down here at $45, $44. So certainly a possibility that these lows do get retested, but as with all things in the market, it all comes down to probabilities, and I suspect that the probability is very low that it comes back down here below $50. But maybe save some cash underneath the mattress if it does, if the market gives us these prices again. But again, anywhere as close to $100 as you can get. That's our yearly open. This is a key demand level on the chart down here at around $100 for Quant. So that's coin number two. Now let's get into coin number three. For coin number three, I'm going to pick a straight up payment network. I'm picking them over XRP because Stellar is not in a lawsuit with the SEC that's been ongoing for 3 years. And just don't want to deal with that headache and mess. So right now Stellar is trading for 8.4 cents. It's ranked number 30 in market cap with a market cap of $2.2 billion. All-time high of Stellar is 87 cents, and that was in 2018. This thing has never even touched $1 yet, and certainly it's possible that it will touch $1 in the future and more if it does really get implemented and it is widely used and adopted for something like CBDCs. So what is Stellar? Very simple. Stellar is an open network for storing and moving money. It's a payment network, and it is one of the biggest out there. Borderless, limitless, powerful. Stellar makes it possible to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money: dollars, pesos, Bitcoin, pretty much anything. It's designed so all the world's financial systems can work together on a single network. And it works very well. It's very quick, very inexpensive to send money on Stellar. I've used it before. Certainly very, very easy to use. So Stellar coin number 3, if we're going to be talking about CBDCs, payment networks, things that banks already use, things that banks are already testing, Stellar is top of the list. So let's go ahead and jump into the price chart and look at XLM here, which is the ticker symbol for Stellar. And I want to get a chart that goes way back in time here. So let's look at the Coinbase chart. Now, looking on the daily, Stellar opened up the year down here at 7 cents and it pumped to a high of almost 10 cents. So it moved 38%, pretty much the exact same as XRP from the start of the year, and never even got back to the main bear market support level up here at 10 cents. As you can see, this was being bounced off of since May of 2022. It finally broke down the day that FTX collapsed, and it never even reclaimed this support level. So on the weekly time frame, in the future, likely this is going to be a major kind of deviation. Same thing as what happened over here in the bear market of 2019 and 2020. It dropped below this 10-cent level, and look at this. This was all accumulation down here. Kind of the same song and dance happening right now. So buying now is definitely buying far away from the highs. You're not buying the top at all, and you're buying below a major resistance that will eventually get reclaimed and flipped back into support. And then Stellar is going to march its way all the way back up to its all-time high and then get above $1. So right now is certainly a very interesting price level to look to accumulate. Currently, the major support level or demand zone to the downside is going to be over here near 7 cents. So certainly this is a definite area of interest down here towards 7 cents if we do get it. And then below that, we do have all the price action that happened in March of 2020 over here. As you can see, the low from the March 2020 crash was 2.6 cents. Heavily doubt we get back to these prices. And as you can see, Stellar before that 2017 bull market was trading for a fraction of a penny. All right, but obviously that was many, many years ago, and here we are in 2023. Doubt you're going to get a fraction of a penny. Maybe you get 7 cents again or 7.5 cents again. That would certainly present a very good buying opportunity. Even right now at 8.3, most likely it will come down and test this demand zone again at some point. So if you're wondering what the best approach to take is, dollar cost average is really going to be the best approach right now, especially at these bear market prices. And then below we have another level at around 6.5 cents. But regardless, as long as you're underneath 10 here, this main support resistance flip, well then I think you should be very good for the long term. But you need patience because right now they're just implementing these ISO coins. There is a lot of work to be done. A lot of stuff can happen in the meantime. And of course you have stuff like Bitcoin, which is open peer-to-peer digital money that does not require any banks to be compliant for them, essentially. So these are my overall thoughts on the ISO20022 compliant cryptocurrencies. I share with you my top 3, and I hope that you did enjoy this video. So in this video, we went over the March of 2023 ISO20022 implementation. I also share with you my top 3 coins out of the current ISO compliant list. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below. And if you are brand new to Crypto Empire and you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.